Hello!
Oh yeah.
We are back with a pay-per-view special, episode 159 of The Real Wrestling Show.
Dash block.
And we are bringing you Forbidden Door, AEW and New Japan joint pay-per-view, which was a pretty good show to start, in my opinion. Pretty good show to start. Got about halfway, stopped being as good, and then it was a bit of a slow ending, but it was alright. It was a good pay-per-view.
I spoke to a friend of the show on Monday after I finished work, after the pay-per-view, and he was like, "Have you seen Forbidden Door, bro?" And I was like, "No, not yet."
No,
so
don't tell me shit.
And he didn't tell me any
No
spoilers,
no
but
spoilers.
he told me about. Well, I said to him straight away. I was like, "I know. I did see a spoiler of Cesaro, aka Claudio."
Say his last name?
Castiglione.
Oh, fucking fair play.
Yeah.
I couldn't even spell his last name. You know what I mean? Fair play.
That's his old school name, isn't it? That's his independent name from back in the day.
And why they changed it to Cesaro.
I did
is
text
just
you
ridiculous.
straight away, like the other night, going, I reckon, like after I watched Dynamite, I was like, I reckon it's gonna be Cesaro, bro. And you
Yeah,
were
I
like,
think we all knew it was going to be Cesaro.
and you were like, I hope it's Cesaro. I was like, mate, it's gonna be Cesaro.
Yeah. He's awesome. He is awesome.
So yeah, we talked about that a little bit, but Odie said it was like the best wrestling show, in his opinion.
I don't
WWE, everyone.
Yeah, well, it's
Every
always
year.
over WWE, mate. But it's like I don't know how much he watches. I don't know, if he's up on his New Japan more so. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't watch it too much.
No,
like,
I'm
do you
not.
know what
I'm very not virgin, but compared to the rest of my wrestling knowledge, I would say virgin. Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to
but not so much
Japanese
you.
wrestling.
I'm saying about Odie.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is his opinion. Being a wrestling fan I would imagine just beyond the skill and the technical and everything like that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's my opinion on what I think that he would go out like.
Yeah.
Now, for him to say that it's the best pay-per-view that he's seen, that's his opinion. I don't think personally it's not mine. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
the last pay-per-view for AEW, which I think was Double or Nothing. I can't remember. Yeah, it was Double or Nothing. Dawn.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. It wasn't the greatest. The one before that was pretty good. You know. I don't know if it
this
was at the
one
top.
was
It
without-
fizzled out for me at the end.
This one was not with all his flaws due to unforeseen circumstances, like CM Punk being injured was not ideal. Bryan Danielson getting injured right before the show, again, not ideal.
No, of course. Mate, it was a good show. I'm not,
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
saying it wasn't a good show.
It was
but
a brilliant show. I kind of agree with you though. It was definitely started out and it didn't get better.
Yeah,
And I don't mean that
fizzled
in a negative way. I meant like it was great. It was like the nicest pit point you had into the wheel. So you got to the bottom of the glass and it was like getting flat because you've had it for an hour.
No, it wasn't even that for me. Like, it's like I was engaged in it even after a while. You know, it's like sometimes you watch like an hour of wrestling. It's like, right, I gotta go do something for 20 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
It might have
But-
not helped as well, like you said,
the
because
time wasn't too bad. Like 4 hours. You know,
Yeah.
or just shy of. Plus the buy-in.
it might
which-
be the timing as well for me, like because I finished work, I had a couple of drinks, and I had to go and meet the missus of hers on the scooter and go all the way back to my mother's.
Yeah.
And then I started watching it. So like I said, 4:30 in the morning this one, I was like, right, then break, 5 hours kip, and then I put it back on.
I did. I watched it all the way through. I didn't get bored of it.
Yeah.
That's one thing. I didn't get bored of it. Like, I rated the matches like we always do. Do you know what I mean? Like, so. But you know, that's
There's a
how I
lot of
felt.
high scoring matches on it for me, definitely.
Oh yeah, some big numbers on mine. Couple of big numbers. One, two big numbers. But I did watch the buy-in. I didn't note on it because I was watching with the missus and that one. I remember there being Lance Archer versus Nick Comoroto. The match started out very stale. Crowd wasn't really interested in it.
Yeah.
And then towards the end of the match, they did actually have the fans engaging. Which, fair play, that's always a good sign, in my opinion, John. I mean, like, to get the fans engaged in a match that they weren't really engaged in, that's a hard thing to do.
When
You
it's
know.
the first match of the buy-in, you gotta remember people are still filtering into the ring yet. They're still, when you say they're talking amongst themselves, they might just be trying to find their fucking
I
seats.
know about it. It was full. it was full, like. But it could have been. You're quite right. But there was like just mutterings amongst each
Yeah.
other and that. But then, like I said, the crowd did jump along and join in the match. But I didn't understand why it happened anyway. Lance Archer and Comoroto. I really didn't understand.
Not on the Forbidden Door either.
Then we had the Ass Boys, or the Gun Club, and Max Caster versus Aaron Solo, QT Marshall, and a couple of other dudes.
Why not?
I can't remember. But Danhausen pops up on the screen, basically says, "I got a gift for you," and then plays the Ass Boys music. Oh, where the Ass Boys found Billy Gunn and the Ass Boys bound. And then they fuck off trying to catch him. And then Billy Gunn and Max Caster are basically left in the ring. They fucked up the 4 dudes. It was a pretty good choreographed match. It was alright. But the other one I can't remember. But the buy-in was alright. It was good. It was pretty informative. I watched a lot of the promos on the buy-in, another buy-in, sorry, the Countdown show and the Roads 2.
I watched the Road 2. The Road 2 was good.
They're always good, mate. The Road 2s and the Countdowns and the extended versions and all that, they're all pretty good, like.
Yeah.
But I just ended up watching a lot of the promos over and over and over and over. But Forbidden Door was pretty good. It was a nice little hype for what we are now going to talk about, which is Forbidden Door, the main part of the show. Started at 12 o'clock. No, midnight.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we proudly bring to you the Wrestling Show Dash Blog, and we are the greatest wrestling blog tag team champions in the world. We got Biggs and Doors of the Real Wrestling Show.
That's Dozy. And that's me.
I ironically do not own a suit.
No, but we look cool as fuck. Looks just like me. But yeah, we're going to run through Forbidden Door, main event. First match was absolutely fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
One of my high numbers.
Yeah.
One of Dorsey's high numbers by the look of it. Matches my number. We had Sammy. Now I got a bit confused in this, right? I think somebody got pulled out of this match, didn't they?
I'm not. Yeah.
I think there was a Japanese wrestler that got pulled out.
Yeah, I think so.
Sammy was the replacement.
I think so.
So it's Sammy, Jericho versus Suzuki Suzuki.
Yeah.
Versus Yuta Wheeler or Wheeler Yuta, whatever his name is, Eddie Kingston and Shota Uminata. If I got it right. Huh?
Imuna, I thought.
I thought it was Uminata, but we could both probably are wrong.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand what was going on. First of all, I thought Shota Uminata was on Jericho and Suzuki's side.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because I didn't know that. But anyway, getting into it. Multiple Germans times 6 by, then an angle slam, then a crossface by Yuta early on.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Exactly what I got.
Straight away, from that point, I was like, I know Wheeler's going to be my man of the match in this. And I didn't focus on him because straight away then, he tagged out and he won in the match for ages.
Yeah.
He didn't do nothing, like, I mean. Fighting on the outside by everybody. Jericho was the focal point of the beatdown, so I didn't miss a few notes because there wasn't much going on, but Jericho was the beatdown E. Eddie tagged in, Jericho tags out. Suzuki and Eddie then do a chop off.
Suzuki no sells a lot of it.
Yeah, like he does.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, but then Eddie Kingston was fucking slamming him, and Suzuki was like, he was backing off. Not in the sense that they did the bit in the corner, the little bit just before it, where they were still chopping each other off. And Suzuki was like, oh, fucking hell. And you could see him like, oh, this is hard. Like, and Eddie's chops were so much more fierce than Suzuki's. Like, so much more for Suzuki. Jericho then tagged back in when Eddie was already tired and being fucked up. Suzuki armbar on the ropes to Eddie Kingston, looked good. Submission by all the heels. Then an exploder and a clothesline. Something by Eddie Kingston. Fisherman suplex by Shota. Cannon off the apron by Suzuki. Sammy hits a shooting star press to the outside. That was pretty impressive. That got him over for me. It's always good, man. Yuta float over dive was quite nice. Where he, as he goes over, he like kind of just grips his knees quick and then just floats in that position.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Eddie then does a dive. Jericho hits Sammy to make a save. Oh yeah, trying to kick Eddie Kingston or somebody. He ends up kicking Sammy. Spanish fly by Sammy. Exploder by Eddie. Looked brutal to Sam. Who's Sam?
He?
To Sammy. Yeah, Sammy Guevara. Huracan to Suzuki by Eddie Kingston.
Huracan?
That's what I said. Huracan.
Huracan?
That's what I said. Huracan. Huracan.
I wasn't sure if it was Huracan or
Huracan. Everybody gives their favourites. They were all pretty good. I don't know if you've noted on that. We'll check that in a minute. Knee to face by Jericho, which were quite brutal. To Shota super power slam by Shota, that was pretty cool. Sammy GTS on the outside. Eddie hits Jericho. Jericho move. What the fuck did that say? Missed lion salt from the outside? Looks like it says Miro. I don't know what I've written there. Sammy then hits Shota with a bat. Shota basically no sells it. Then hits Jericho with a move, though I do not know what that was. You again will refer to your notes in a sec, because you'll probably have a description on that. Boston Crab by Shota, saved by Sammy. And then Suzuki, it's the gotch to Eddie. That was quite nice. Judas effect for the finish of the match. My notes are fucking shit there. Dorsey will add some more.
Basically cut by Sammy, as seen as he land shooter hits the top rope move. Codebreaker gets 2. Top rope power slam by Uruno on Jericho's Beast. GTS on the
Just reading all your
outside.
notes.
Sammy uses the why not? Fuck
Yeah,
it, I
fucking
don't
do
know.
it.
Jericho wins. Jericho man of the match for me.
I was joking. Just read your notes.
I've done it now.
Oh,
Let's do
fuck
it.
you then.
Tornado
Utah.
Tornado DDT Brainbuster is the thing.
That might have been what I was trying to write.
Yeah.
Read. I haven't got a fucking clue what it says. There, it says Eddie hits Jez. It's something salt. Mid lion salt from the outside. So he's going for the thing and he pops him. Yeah. Anyway, it was a good match. Hence the reason my notes are absolutely fucking shit. My man of the match was Yuta, and I made a point of it early on, saying, straight away I thought Yuta was going to be my man of the match, but then he was out for a while. But then he could pop back in, man, and again, he was just fucking proper impressive. You know what I mean? So for me, Yuta Wheeler was a man of the match.
I picked Jericho because I thought I could tell, just as a wrestling fan, he made that match, he choreographed that match, he landed
As he usually
the match.
does.
Yeah.
As he usually does. 7 moments.
Agreed, 7 moments.
7 moments. Hell of a lot went on. Some brilliant spots in the match.
Yeah, great opener.
Yeah, great opener.
With great storytelling and storyline involved.
And everybody got their bits in as well.
Yeah. Next up, we have Roppongi Vice versus Can Cobbs versus FTF, the ROH and IWGP tag team titles. Winner takes all.
Just before that, there was hype for this match.
Nice up Granite, then a botch clothesline over the top to the outside on Cash, but Cash freestyled it well, and instead of doing what every other wrestler does and keeps just trying to go over the top rope, he just dropped to the floor and rolled out. Thought that was very fucking impressive.
And he held his face as well.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like he got caught up with a bounce on the rope.
Yeah. So good, FTR. When it comes to like selling. Not a wrestling, selling.
Did you mention Dax early on?
Dax taken to the back for medical treatment at this point.
Okay.
Don't know why. Do you?
Well, apparently they all did something and he landed weird or something, but I didn't quite catch it.
Okay.
If it happened, I didn't see it.
Can sits on Cash's head on the top rope.
Oh yeah. Why?
A top rope stink face, kind of.
Yeah, he was like grinding a bit, wasn't he?
Yeah. Spin up back to back by Cobb was Beast. Half and half by Trent, then a flying DDT by Trent. Nice top rope Hurricanrana by Romero. Again. Claw slam by
Great day for fishing.
Claw slam by Can on Romero on the apron with Beast. At this point, Dax retains and gets the hot tag.
Yeah, with a shoulder,
Tape.
new shoulder.
Mortal Germans by Dax on Cobb.
brand new.
Superflex by Trent and Dax on Cobb. Then the slide tag by Cash. Then the top rope splash gets a 2 count.
Yeah, nice.
Bike pile driver on Cobb by Romero and Cash. Big power bomb by Cobb. DDP. What?
Assisted German.
Pop up choke slam German by Cobb and Can gets 2 on Trent. Strong zero combo, but Cash makes the save. Big rig on Marrero. Cash and
Dax win, because that's the end of the match.
Cash running drop kick to the outside, a la Lucha Brothers on the pin.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck that is.
So you know when Ray Phoenix normally like Penta goes for Kid Phoenix that runs out and takes him out like the other person, Cash did that this week.
Ah, okay. Right. Yeah, winners of the match, FTR.
Yep. And I went with Cash man of the match.
Cash man of the match.
And I had 4. Fuck me. 2 buckets!
Fucking hell. Fair play. It's a good match.
As I say, I think I noticed a lot of the simple things that Cash does. Like I said, that clothesline where like most wrestlers or they fall to the middle rope and then go through.
Yeah.
The way he just dropped down out, like you said,
It
out
shows
of his face.
experience.
Yeah.
It shows that you haven't just walked in and it's like, oh, well, why are these like entitled bastards? Like, no, they're not entitled at all. They know what they're doing. Like, they genuinely follow tag team wrestling. That's my work. Trousers, by the way. They genuinely know what wrestling is. I like the FTR. They're a good.
Yeah.
They're a good tag. Do you know what I mean? Like, you believe them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. So Cash man of the match for me. 4 moments. Dorsey had 10, and he went with Cash man of the match as well. Then we had a promo. Tony Schiavone, Job Brucenson, Juice Robinson, and Jay White. Blah 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 blah. We're the champs.
So Juice Robert, this is what I said on the news and rumors last time. Now I think it's a win.
Yeah.
Because obviously he's turned up on the show with a belt. If it wasn't work, they would just be like, "You turned up on the show, go have belts now."
Yeah. But the next match was a 4-man match for the All Atlantic Championship final.
Yeah, which I was confused
Being who
because
is the champ?
I didn't think it was going to be a fatal 4-way. I was under the impression it was going to be a tournament, as in like the semi-finals were going to happen and then the finals were going to happen on the same night.
Well, I thought, no, I didn't think that. When they, like, as soon as they advertised, like, oh, this, it's 4-way and all, I got it. But I was expecting for that not to happen and the 4-way, like, maybe happen something different to end up having 2.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, not narrow it down to 3 and then narrow it down to 1 or whatever like that. But I knew it was going to be a 4-man on there.
Okay.
Because it wasn't supposed to be Clark Connors, it was supposed to be
I said it in the...
Ishii.
Yeah, Ishii.
Yeah. Yeah, so because they put on a tournament over in Japan.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And the other one that was in it was Clark Connors.
Yeah.
Which I will say, I'm not really impressed by Clark Connors. Except for the 3 moves that he did, they were pretty good. But we're going to get into it. It's Clark Connors versus Pac versus Black. Malachi Black versus Miro. Is Malachi in it?
Yeah, Malachi.
Versus Miro, the Redeemer, blah blah.
God, can be right.
It was a great match, this one was. Pac going straight for Black early on. Miro didn't catch Clark when he went for the dive. He ended up kind of dropping him and then picking him back up. Malachi flipping off the corner, avoiding Pac. That looked pretty cool. There was a few different flips I like. 6 submission to the leg by Black. Not sure what it was though. A lot of these submission moves they're doing now, right? They're so fucking spidery and tied up and shit. They're like, it's hard to fucking decipher what they are like.
Yeah.
Fall away by Miro to Pac. Swinging choke slam by Miro gets a 2 count. Heavy Irish whip by Miro. And I'd written halfway through, which I shouldn't. I should have written this somewhere else. Miro always has to seem to get the crowd to hype.
Yeah.
And I know that's kind of a bit of his thing, like, do you know what I mean? But it feels like he's having to tell the crowd to cheer for me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and I don't like that, man. I've never liked that with any wrestler. Like, Miro and Black pushing each other, trying to pick who's going to hit Pac. That was quite cool. I like that in the match.
Yeah.
Pac hits a running Miro with a kick. That was quite nice. Pac hits his dive. Shotgun drop kick by Pac. Nasty German by Pac to Black. Looked fucking sick, man. Proper landed on his head and his neck, on his shoulder as well. Black gets a table set up, and then it's a little kid with a guardrail, by the guardrail.
Does he?
Yeah, he knocks over some little kid. Miro gets checked into the post, looked proper good. I did watch it back a couple of times. It did look like he banged his head off it, so that was pretty cool. Spear by Clark to Miro through the table. That looked pretty nasty for Clark only. When he ended up diving, it looked like the top of his head just smashed on the guardrail, like, and maybe the floor as well. Speedy power slam by Clark. That looked impressive in the ring. Trophy kill by Clark. That was quite nice as well. It was like a high up kind of set out powerbomb kind of Mickey Ushu driver thing. It was Black Arrow stopped by Black. Black Arrow stopped by Black. Not sure why that is. You probably got better notes on this.
I don't think so.
Triple stack out of the corner, where Miro was on the bottom and ended up.
Yeah.
He was the one to give it. Fuck Miro. Game over to Pac. Pac gets to the rope, and then he drags him back. Malachi Black comes in and hits Miro with a mist. Pac hits a 450 to Black, but then hits a brutalizer to the weaker man in the match, which was Clark Connors.
Yeah.
Which is a great way to finish the match. I gotta
Yeah.
be fair. It's gonna lead on then. Oh, well, you didn't beat me. You know what I mean?
It made
Which is
everything.
good.
It made Miro look strong.
Yeah.
Without losing, but still looking strong.
Mhm.
It made Pac achieve because he deserves the title. Simple as that.
Mhm.
And yeah, who else was there? Connors was just there for the sake of it.
Yeah, like
He had
a
some
couple of good moves,
Yeah,
but nothing
but
spectacular.
he was only in. Let's be fair, he was only in there for the sake of it because he wasn't meant to be in it.
No, Ishii was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Pac wins. Pac is now the All Atlantic champion.
And Pac is my man of the match too.
Miro, man of my match.
Okay.
But yeah, Pac was always going to win it. I think they made a big hoo-ha out Britain.
Yeah.
You know, out Britain are like the #1 outside fans. Blah 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 blah. So
Outside of- yeah,
I think it was always going to be Pac. But yeah, great match. 4 moments.
Top to my one and a booker.
Booker. Not as good as 2 Booker, but a Booker. Yeah, then we had the next match.
Which was Darby, Sting, and Shiguri.
Shingo Takagi.
Him versus the Bucks. Phantasmo accompanied by Hikuleo.
Which I actually thought Hikuleo was in the match.
So was
Yeah.
I. Sting in the rafters. Then lights go back out and he's actually on top of the stage, crossbody onto all of his opponents. Lots of athletic back moves. Back rigs.
Yeah.
Back rigs, sorry.
Oh yeah. I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
Matt Jackson's was much better though.
Hikuleo intervenes while the ref is distracted. Destroyer by Darby. Nice twisting, snap suplex by Shigi. Then a pop-up DVD, Beast. Stinger splashes all round. Low blow on Sting by Phantasmo.
Yeah,
Bucks.
punch to the groin.
Bucks counters the coffin drop. Tightrope moonsault by Phantasmo. Coffin drop to Hikuleo. Sting nails someone with a chair on the outside. It wasn't like focused on camera, but he just walked up to someone while like he just whacked someone with a chair,
Yeah.
dropped the chair, and walked off. Last of the Dragon, I think it's called.
Yeah, made in Japan leg drop.
Yeah. Sting, Darby, and Shigo win. I went with Sting man of the match.
I went with Takagi. Shingo Takagi, not Shingy. Shingy. Yeah, like Phantasmo, he was entertaining at certain points, but some of it was just like, oh, that's fucking shit. That's like so
It wasn't
fucking
right for
shit.
the show, was it?
No, it would have been right for something else with the Bucks, but not against Sting, Darby, and
Yeah.
even if it was Doink the Clown, it still shouldn't have happened. Do you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, 3 moments for me. It was an okay match.
Booker!
You go 5 time. You go 5 time, long time. Dudes with attitudes win. Next up, we had a promo. Tony Schiavone, Shoto Umuno.
Yep.
Jericho appreciation. Sausage heads interrupt. Fireball from the Wizard.
What?
That was CGI. Then we had the AEW World Title between Tony Schiavone and Thunder Rosa. Not a great match at all, this one, in my opinion. Thunder Rosa hits a stunner. Tony going for the DDT, and Thunder hits a Northern Lights to reverse it. Stupid German on the apron by Tony. She literally banged her head on the floor. She just literally banged her head first, and then Thunder Rosa just fell backwards.
Yeah.
That looks shit. DDT on the outside by Tony. Brutal hip attack, as she has been doing the last couple of weeks. DDT then by Tony. Death Valley Driver by Thunder Rosa. Fire Thunder Driver gets a 2 count for Thunder Rosa side, as you would imagine, because it's Fire Thunder. Side German suplex by Tony Storm. What's that all about? She's not going over fully, like she literally like lifts them up by their belly and then kind of drags them over sideways. Right. If it's intentional, alright, it could look cool, but it looks like she can't do the move properly. Final Reckoning for the finish of the match by Thunder Rosa. Everything looks stiff, sloppy, and they had poor chemistry, in my opinion. Man of the match, Tony Storm, unfortunately, and 2 moments.
I have 3 moments. I have Thunder Rosa.
So you had a low number in that one. It wasn't a 5. It wasn't a booker. Yeah, not a great match for me. I really didn't understand it. And then, guess what happens then? Guess what happens then?
Fire!
Jim Ross, what's that all about? Why didn't he start off the show?
Because of the Japan thing.
Why? Is it now? Now I know what it is. He's got to the point now where it's like, right, Orange Cassidy, Osprey, I can say that. Zack Sabre Jr., Claudio, I can say that. Cole, Hangman, Okada, and Jay, I can say that. Mox, Tanamashi, can of mash. Tanahashi, I can say Tanahashi. Maybe I think it could be that. Because obviously you got Shingo Takagi, like we can't even say it. El Fantasmo. There was lots of funky names and I don't think you'd be able to pronounce, like Clark Connors. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, let's move on. Jim Ross is out. Why halfway through the show? We will never know. Until like someone asks him on Twitter and he replies like he does.
But it was Brave versus Orange Cassidy for the IWGP United States.
Yeah, but apparently there is no.
No, the other guy's holding it hostage.
Yeah, right, okay then. Yeah.
So anyway, Orange mimics Ospreay.
Superhero and in pose.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Bullet Club in the crowd. Obviously, this is why I know it's a work now, because the guy is part of Bullet Club and he's got the belt.
Yeah.
Ran around the ring, assisted drop kick into the guide rise by Ospreay with Beast. Spinning backbreaker, as he's been doing that.
Oh, it looks wicked.
Yeah, it does. Yes, 2.
The way he controls it just at the end, like.
Donald stretch with hand in the pocket, then a finger by Ospreay.
Yeah.
Well, that was cool as fuck. A throw out slam by Ospreay on the counter with Beast. Diving elbow gets 2 for Ospreay. Orange avoids the Oz cutter. Beastie standing Slim Dog Millionaire on the counter. Then a Mission Yuka driver gets 2 for Orange.
Nice.
Tornado DDT, then a tope by Orange. Orange takes out Aussie open, then hits a diving DDT, gets a 2 count.
Just before that, he does a moonsault swinging DDT.
Yeah.
On his Cassidy. That looked wicked as well.
Orange slows Ospreay into the corner. Corner camp.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Smashes it perfectly.
Yeah.
Orange pulls an Eddie. Was in like lying there pretending to be hit.
Oh yeah.
Beastie. Beach Break gets 2 after loads of flipping counters.
Yeah. Multiple moonsaults.
Yep. Oz Cutter gets 2. Orange Hurricanrana
Looked sick.
on the counter with Beast. Orange kicks out of the running elbow. Then the Stormbreaker. Ospreay wins. I remember Ospreay man of the match.
Stormbreaker is a sick looking move.
Yeah.
Ospreay man of the match. 10 times! 10 times!
12 times!
It's not a race. It's not a competition. It's just a rating. Calm your bean. Whoa! No. Anyway, fuck that shit. Great chemistry between Orange and Osprey is fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, he is such a good seller of everything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, he does his moves well, he makes everybody else's moves look good. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's
His
incredible.
charisma is off the chain.
Yeah, he's absolutely incredible. Like, didn't appreciate after the match when they attacked Orange. Roppongi Vice come out for the save. Trent is limping down to the ring. And then Katsuroya Chibata comes out. What are you laughing for? His name's Chibata. Or Chibata. I said it right the first time. Don't make me mock him.
Go for it.
So Pita Bread come out.
Shibata.
No, Shibata, yeah.
Shibata.
Yeah, he come out. Don't really know too much about him. They made a big hype out of him. The crowd went fucking wild. And he didn't really do much, did he?
No.
The promo went a bit weird though at the end, like when he called Orange back in the ring.
Yeah.
Hey, come back in here. Okay. So they went, hold on a minute, hold on. Let's stop the promos. Stop the promos. We're going back to Orange's thing. Yeah, I ain't going to leave now, dude.
Huh?
Cool. And he just rolls out the ring and fucks off like, and then the other guy's like, oh, I'll fuck off too. And walks off like. So yeah. 10 moments for me, 12 for you?
Yep.
Yeah. So moving on to the next one. We did that one, you did that one, didn't we?
Yep.
So next up we had Zack Sabre Bourne Jr. versus Claudio
Castagnoli.
Castanobli. I've actually written that down, but I would never be able to read it from that. During this match, he is going to be called CC. Not Sissy, CC. It was an okay match. I found Zack Sabre Jr. to be very boring. So Cesaro, Claudio, CC, was the man to be announced as Brian Daniels' son.
Shock, horror. Those
shock.
he told you all along, cause he did Tony Book.
Yeah, so yeah, he come out, CC come out, stands next to the camera guy because people are like, oh, that's gonna be that Cesaro guy, the camera guy, and then now he's stood next to him, and the guy is still in his balaclava, and nobody really knows who the fuck the guy is still. He's probably just covering his face, so he's not blatantly on the screen. It helps to disguise you, you know. But yeah, he stands next to the camera guy. I'm on my wrong notes, and then the bell goes, ding ding, European uppercut. Straight out of the gate, neutralizer, 2 count, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know. I thought it was going to be the win, like.
Yeah, I did as well. I was like,
sick,
fucking hell, fair play.
Yeah. Zack Sabre Jr. gets checked into the guardrail. European into the guardrail by Claudio, CC. Delay suplex by CC was pretty good. I like that, how he took him up, he dropped back down, he lifted him up and went, like, calf lock on the ropes. Then the apron by Zack Bourne Jr. Zack Bourne Jr. then pretty much working the leg. You probably got some notes in a minute, mate. You can do in a sec. Choke backbreaker by CC. Armbar by Zack Bourne Jr. 1 arm power slam after falling out the ring, walking around the apron, walking up the steps, and then dumping him over the top rope.
That's where Odie was like, it's not a spoiler, but that was beast.
Yeah, that was fucking incredible. Like, do you know what I mean? Guillotine choke by Zack Bourne Jr. Octopuses on the top by Zack Sabre Jr. That was a good move. See what I did there? I didn't call him boring for one time. Lots of Europeans in this match. So where a few of them happened here, I just kind of culminated it. Do you know what I mean? Like that. Lots of Euros.
As well,
they do. Every one of them are absolutely awesome. But there are other moves in wrestling. Claudio. Gut wrench off the corner by
He's a bit
Claudio.
fucking bitchy, isn't he, now? We got Zack Bourne Jr. and now he's trying to tell Claudio how to do his job too.
No, not how to
he's
do
a
his
world
job.
champion or something.
Mate, don't knock it, because next week you'll be like, oh yeah, I totally agree actually, man. I was a prick on the pay-per-view one, wasn't I? Big swing by Claudio. That was sick. Leg tie-ups by Zack Bourne Jr. Sharpshooter scramble type thing between them. I couldn't quite follow it, like, do you know what I mean? Like, but there was lots of like back and forth and scrambling. I didn't get it. Zack Bourne Jr. tie up. Then he gets a rope break to get out of it. That was pretty good though. I will say that. Zack Sabre Jr. Nice pin by Zack Sabre Jr. But no more than what Orange Cassidy can do or Wheeler Yuta. Powerbomb finish by Claudio
Castagnoli.
La man there. Winner was Claudio Castagnoli. I can't say the middle part.
Castagnoli.
Castagnoli. Man of the match, Claudio Cast.
You know, I don't even know if I'm saying it right. I'm just saying it the same
cool.
every time.
It
So.
sounds cool, mate. I haven't really written it down properly, so I can't even know what it like. Yeah, I thought it was an okay match, but I do find Zack Sabre Jr. very boring.
I loved Zack Sabre Jr.
He's got good moves. He's got good moves, mate, but he's got the charisma of a crisp packet. Like.
I do find that he swears just for the sake of again, that's how he makes.
Yeah, I'm cool if I swear.
Yeah.
Smoking is good.
Yeah.
I'm cool if I smoke. Yeah, but I didn't rate him, man. I don't rate him. Like, I've watched some earlier stuff of his, and I'm not saying that he's not impressive in the ring, but he's just got no look to him, no like thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, you're a great wrestler. Like, I mean, it's like Brian Daniel, though. He's a great wrestler, but he's everything else as well.
Yeah.
Zack Sabre Jr. isn't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So.
No, I'll agree with that. Like, in the ring, he is fucking beast.
Yeah.
He was doing some shit I haven't seen before, which I always appreciate.
But you've seen most of that in the packages before. In the, like, video packages. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
But Claudio in AEW, bro. That's
Awesome.
what we wanted. That's what I wanted all along anyway.
So now we're going to move on to the next one, which was for the IWGP World Championship.
Typically, it stopped raining when the Rainmaker's on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's because he's on it. Can't make rain and be on it at the same time.
I suppose.
Adam Cole versus Hangman Page versus Okada versus Jay White. Switchblade. Which another one I don't really rate that much. He's good. He's
Definitely not a Kenny Omega
No.
or like the leaders of the Bullet Club of the past. He's no Finn Balor. He's
I
no
was just going to
AJ
say Finn
Styles.
Balor. Yeah. It's not even about being a leader of a club and all that. Like, it's like he got something about him, but it doesn't feel like it's something of his own. It seems like either a poor imitation or...
Yeah, it feels like they've gone, right, let's revamp DX.
Yeah,
But
let's make another Kenny Omega. We'll use that guy.
Yeah, we haven't got a Shawn Michaels, but he looks like him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it does feel like, do you know what I mean? But he got something about him. But anyway, let's get into it. It was an okay match this one. Not as good as some of the matches on the show, in my opinion. What did you think? Think.
No, I completely agree. I think...
It wasn't a bad match.
No, it was...
Just wasn't a fantastic match or highly anticipated. Like, after
I will
watching it,
say-
like, oh, I could watch that again.
One thing that they even put over big time on commentary, and I know this for a fact, just from like thinking about it. I even thought it before commentary said it. IWGP World Titles don't tend to be on the line in triple threats, fatal four ways.
I don't know, I wouldn't be able to
Even
say.
in Japan, like for a title to be on the line, unless it's the tags,
Yeah,
it's very rare for it to be a triple threat, fatal four way,
yeah.
anything other than a one-on-one, really.
Like I said, mate, I don't really know too much about that. Like,
I know that
so-
for a fact just from knowing, like seeing the lineups of the cards when you're doing the wrestling. You're like, oh, it's blah 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 this week, and I'll always have a little flick through it.
Well,
But
in all
commentary
fairness,
put it over as well, like that as well, because Kevin Kelly, who I don't know if many people know, used to be on WWE back in the day. He was fired for being ugly.
sounds about right.
Well,
actually.
no, okay. They said he was fired for not being good enough for TV, but he was one of the best commentators they got. He sounded awesome on the show. You didn't find anything wrong with his
No,
commentary.
it was good.
There you go.
Yeah, it wasn't JR like I mean, obviously, because he came in halfway through.
Yeah, well, they demoted him to bottom line, which is like the branded show overall, and then they just fired him because he's just not a good looking guy.
Yeah, you don't have to be a good looking guy. You just gotta know your shit. Like,
Yeah, well,
you know your shit. Like, it's like, look at you. You still got a job.
Well, yeah, well, they put me in the back.
Yeah, I don't say PayPal no more. But yeah, it was Cole, Hangman, Okada, and Jay. Let's get into it. It was an okay match. Cole and Jay leave the ring early on. Cole grabs Hangman by the leg then, and Jay White then attacks Okada. Hangman, it's dive, double suplex on the ramp to Hangman by Cole and Jay White. Hanging neck breaker by Cole was nice. Jay into the steps. Jumping clothesline off the top by Hangman. Super kick to the moonsault in Hangman by Cole. That was pretty nice, if that nice and sweet.
Yeah.
Okada over the guardrail into Cole and Jay. I didn't quite catch how they were out there, but don't know how they were already behind the guardrails and in with the fans like.
Yeah. It was a fast-paced match, and the camera kind of
Missed a couple of bits.
yeah.
Yeah.
I felt.
Backstabber to Cole, no, by Cole to Jay, gets a 2 count after they like kind of break down.
Yeah.
They're working as a team and then they break down. Plus a neck breaker. Uranagi by Jay. White. I want to say lethal. Sleeper suplexes by Jay. Look fucking brutal. They look wicked to everybody. Look really fast and as though like where their necks were locked up.
Yeah.
The impact on it would kind of like jar them a bit more. Look
Yeah.
good, like tight. Hangman slapping Okada. What? Slapping Okada while he's running. I don't know what that is. Sit out powerbomb by Hangman. Moonsault to the outside. And then a guy. What the fuck does that say? And guy grinds leg Hangman. That can't say that. I can't say that. That really can't. Like. Deadeye by Hangman. Buckshot gets a 2 count. Hangman into the post. Air raid crash on a knee by Okada. That was cool.
Yeah.
Elbow off the top by Okada. Nukanuku by Okada. That was quite nice. Jay then hits Okada with something, which I don't know the name of. And then pins Adam Cole to finish the match.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a lackluster finish.
But there is controversy on that.
Yeah. Why?
Do you know?
Cole not being the legal man, but that's not possible.
No. So apparently Cole was injured during that move right before he was meant to kick out.
Oh, okay.
But he was clean as cloth out cold. He tried to kick out on instinct, but he was out. Outie like a loudy, apparently.
And what did he get it with?
I don't know.
Nukanuku, Okada. I don't write who hits the moves and shit like. But that's alright, man. If he's so who was supposed to win? Any idea?
No, the right. Luckily, the ending was right.
Yeah.
But it wasn't meant to end quite. It was meant to be another like 45 seconds or something like that. Wasn't it?
Well, I didn't notice that. I know there was an injury of sorts.
Apparently, Jay White ordered it. Like he was the one who was meant to win it.
Yeah.
And he was like knew Cole. He knows Cole as well. As well. Seeing he was out cold and orders it like.
I'm gonna watch that back. I didn't notice that at all. Like I knew there was talk of him being injured.
Yeah.
Concussion, but I didn't see him, man. I'll have a watch that. Yeah, so Jay White wins. I went my Hangman man of the match, and I had 3 moments.
I had a Booker,
Respectable.
and I went with Okada man.
Okay. I didn't feel him in this. I certainly didn't feel like an outing with Kenny Omega.
Again, how many times with Okada have wrestled a multi-man match?
Yeah, it is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I really don't think. I felt you could tell. He was like, "What the fuck?" Like as soon as like everyone started brawling, he was like, he looked like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put it.
Yeah. He didn't put on a great, not even a great display. He didn't put on a great performance. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe he was just out of his comfort zone. You're probably right. Like how many times has he been in that? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, but he didn't look. He didn't look like what he did 3 years ago. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
they're all American, right? Other than him, as well.
Yeah.
So the language barrier is there without the Jericho as well.
But he didn't put on a bad display. Like, do you know what I mean?
No.
But I won my Hangman. Who'd you go with?
Okada.
3 moments. You had
A Booker.
a Booker again. After the match, Bucks and O'Reilly come to the ring. Have Britain?
Yeah.
Did they fight anybody? No, they don't. They just come to check on Cole, didn't they?
Yeah. Because
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, because he's out even.
I will be checking that when I go back later on. But yeah, that's the last but one match. So now it's time for the main event. Thanks, Mark. It's for the AEW Fake world title.
I'm glad you said that. This is. It's for the AEW Not Punks belt. The toy belt. You know, the one you can buy online. The one you can just buy online and call yourself the interim champ.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
I thought this was nowhere near as good as it was hyped.
Not a great match.
Everybody, I believe, was calling Tanahashi the Japanese Bret Hart. But straight away gone, oh yes! Oh, come on. No,
Yeah.
no,
not really.
no. No.
Halfway
sorry.
through the match, so I will point out, because you've probably not written this down, halfway through the match, crowd didn't pay attention. There was somebody who did something in the crowd and they were chanting at that person going, you fucked up, you fucked up. And they weren't paying attention. It was when Moxley like slowed it down a bit and he was like kind of just dragging his face and headlocking him a little bit, like, you know what I mean? And the crowd, you could literally see them on main camera, mate, all looking over there, like, just like that. Do you know what I mean? It was ignorant as fuck.
Oh, fuck those fans.
But go on.
So, second rope crossbody by Tanahashi. Running cutter by Mox. Beast, like I said, he's got that cutter down. He looks like DDP doing it.
Nice and quick.
Yeah. Looks like a diamond cutter. Not a cutter, diamond cutter.
Yeah.
Pile driver gets 2 from Mox. A cloverleaf by Mox. Rock bottom through a table by Mox, which was a bit,
I quite like the fact that he had to put a force on it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise there would have been like 15 tables in a row that didn't go through.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because let's be fair, all the tables that they've tried to go through recently, not just these guys, all the way through AEW, they failed. Like, so the fact that he put that little bit of oomph into it, I quite appreciate it.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, he actually did his job there.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
But yeah, it didn't look the best bit,
No.
you know?
It didn't look like someone being put through a table, really. It just looks like someone...
The tables look stronger than they look, like, do you know what I mean? Like, they really do. Tables are stronger than the rest of
though.
them.
Like.
It did, mate, but he put a lot of force into it, like, I mean, he pushed him through it, like.
Mox counters the scork, the corkscrew into an armbar. Mox split open. Why? What happened? I don't get it. He was just covered in blood for no reason.
No, it was, what was it?
Not good.
Sling blade. He hit him with a sling blade.
A sling blade?
Yes. But I didn't even watch it back, mate, because when he actually pulled the sling blade off, when his head come down, it looked as though it was close to like bopping him on the head, like.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, maybe he actually hit him on the head, like. But when Mox come up, he was bleeding from there, and he would have headbutted him there. Do you know what I mean? Like, even if he did make contact with the head. So.
And he was bleeding like a scalded fucking
Yeah,
pig.
it was fucking out of order. There was no need in it.
Ruined the match again.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not being a fucking snowflake here, right?
No.
Because I'm all down
There's
for blood.
storytelling.
All down for blood in wrestling. But like as you said, storytelling. Hell in a Cell, blood. Must be. Blood and guts.
Yeah.
It's in the name.
Not always necessary, but when it happens, believable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, absolutely. But just rolling out the ring, grabbing yourself a blade and cutting yourself too deep, is just, there's no need in it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
After a sling blade.
yeah.
A sling blade, bro. You don't even meant to land on your face on a sling blade.
No. No, he don't land on his face.
No, I
Mox
know,
lands
but-
on his back, and then the guy, it looks like the guy's head hits him, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not in fucking ear, like. I watched it like 4
They
times.
did say on commentary, actually, they did say, there might be a collision of heads. No, there wasn't.
No. Not at all, because Mox just fucking cut himself, shaving his forehead. But anyway, crossbody off the top to the outside by Tanahashi.
Yes, that was my next note. Twisting Gator snap suplexes by Tanahashi were nice.
Yeah.
A paradigm shift with a roll through cradle. I like the way you put the extra pin on it. Like,
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
Was that the knee to Mox, then the crossbody, then the crossbody? Part.
Probably.
That's too bad. And the bulldog choke.
Well, no, the frog splash gets 2, but instead of just kicking out, he rolls through into the bulldog choke. Then the paradigm shift. Mox wins, Mox man of the match.
King Kong Lariat. Tanahashi gets out of a rear naked choke. And then a paradigm shift and a finish. Mox man of the match.
How many moments?
Did you say Mox?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1.
4.
Just a 1. So Mox is the new fake AEW World Champion.
Yeah.
Hopefully CM Punk will be back soon, so Mox can have his real world championship. After the match, Jericho and Garcia attack like rabid dogs.
Yeah. Spoiled it for me. Completely ruined the pay-per-view.
Yeah. Because it was just a lame way to build up for Blood and Guts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Garcia and Jericho come down, Eddie comes down, PMP and Yuta come out, JAS come out, Claxton and CC comes out with
Gets
his music.
own music.
Gets his own music. Eddie Kingston doesn't look fucking happy at all.
Why would you?
Well, he's
'Cause
not. Yeah,
he's
he
like
isn't-
me. He's like, fuck you, you cunt. Like, I mean, we were supposed to be a team, and now you're coming out to your own music. Like, we're not getting our asses kicked over here. You getting your entrance
No,
music.
they've got problems.
I know that.
They've got legitimate options, like, and Eddie Kingston was like, fuck off. Fuck off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, proper, and that's like, oh, fuck you. And then he storms off, like, so yeah, there's a little bit of animosity building there, like, and I think it is legit. I think they don't like each other, like, I mean,
No,
it could be a big build, because it's been
I'll
all
go
over
with
Twitter.
that. I'll
It's been all over
go
Twitter.
for that, but it still didn't need to be there, did it?
No.
After a match like that, a pay-per-view like that,
No, it didn't need to be on there, like, it was a cheap thrill.
there was no Forbidden Door guys on it for a start. If you're gonna have some fucking brawl at the end of the show, like fuck Vince, WWE did
Yeah.
with ECW, they had the WWE guys brawling with the ECW guys.
Yeah.
So at least there was.
Yeah, it didn't really add anything to the end of it. It was just like, oh, right, okay, they did this on the end of Rampage. Oh, they did that on the end of Daniel.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they did.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
didn't build to
exactly.
anything. So, yeah, not a great match. I don't think Tanahashi is as good as what everyone was making out to be.
I've only seen him once, so I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, but he was definitely no Bret Hart.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that
not
now
at all.
because Bret Hart, I fell in love with the very first time I seen him.
Yeah. Because he looked like a lady. The background screen's gone.
Well, it solves your problem with all the things you're worried about on the bottom.
There we go.
But anyway, that has been it for Forbidden Door. I thought it was a decent one. Again, speaking to Odie after it, he was like, well, definitely got to do a second one. And I was like, well, either a second one, he was like in Japan, and I was like, yeah, definitely. That would be cool. If they do the next one in Japan, but I think, and he agreed, it's now time to see a proper Forbidden Door, an interpromotional run, where everyone is on board. The Mexican leagues, you know, your Triple H,
It's going to be difficult to do that.
MLW.
It's going to
I
be
mean,
difficult.
at least we've got New Japan on board, now we've got Ring of Honor, no doubt, so that could be in there.
Yeah.
So you got Ring of Honor, AEW and New Japan, and I'm sure Impact would jump on it.
They probably would, mate. You know, there's only so much you can do with it, though. It's like, something is building on those lines, but it's like, how much can you suck from that, though?
Yeah.
Without, like, getting to a point where, like, fans are like, oh, this is just for the sake of it now. Do you know what I mean? Because that's the danger, like, you don't want stuff just for the sake of it.
Well, no, because if there's no matches worth having, then they'll do it.
Yeah.
Like I said, but right now there is so many dream matches out there.
There is. What I don't like the idea of as well, right? I'm all for like inter-promotions and stuff like that, and like one nights. I
Yeah.
mean, like not like, oh, let's do like a build up of it and stuff like that. I think those times have got to stop. In a
Yeah.
sense, because wrestlers end up not being with their companies
Yeah.
and they move to different companies. And if you've done all these dream matches on these inter-promotional things, you've got nothing left for when, like, let's say Will Ospreay permanently signs with AEW.
Yeah.
He's not having many matches right now. You know, it was the build up to Forbidden Door. He's maybe wrestled 3 people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, but there's so many more that he could have potentially if he does sign.
Yeah.
So if it was like too many inter-promotionals and things like that, I think it would take away from that. You know?
Maybe. I see what you're saying, but I think the wrestling world is so big right now.
Yeah. It would be great, mate. It wouldn't be a bad thing. I just don't want to see too much of it. Like,
Yeah.
that's all. I'd rather it just.
I would not. I want AEW to stay its own entity.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely.
And everyone else
all of
to
them
stay
stay
there.
their
Yeah.
own entity. Yeah.
But like once a year, I don't know, to counter WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Let's have the super
Show.
Super Brawl of wrestling, like.
That'd be cool, like. But there's lots of talk of like a 2-day show now from AEW. 2-day pay-per-view.
No, don't want it.
That's what they're saying.
Don't want it, mate.
Well, hopefully, mate, enough people turn around and they go, no, we don't want it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and they
Well,
listen.
to be fair, it wouldn't be so bad for AEW because they're only having like 5-6 pay-per-views a year.
Yeah, but then if they're all then 2-day fucking extravaganzas, it's gonna just become too much, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like 8 hours, man, of fucking wrestling.
You gotta see it from the live fans' perspective as well, though. Like, I mean, if you're a fan going to the show, then that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, but still, to broadcast all that, like, I mean, it's hard for a fan to watch and maintain.
No, I
that amount
definitely
of
agree,
watching,
mate.
you know,
Like,
especially if you watch with other people, mate, who watch wrestling but don't like. They're not like wrestling fanatics. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like that's when you start losing fans, when you start making stuff too much. Like, do you know what I mean? Like the common fan, for instance, they're not going to watch 4 hours of wrestling and then another 4 hours of wrestling, and then when those 4 hours of wrestling are done, to watch all the darks, the elevations, the dynamites, and the rampage. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just too much. Do you know what I mean? Like, that 8 hours is
the
too much
wrestling
wrestling.
world right now is saturated as well, let's not forget. Like I said, you think about WCW, right? I was only in business
Yeah.
for 6 years
Yeah.
as WCW. It was like, obviously, before that, it was going for decades, NWA or Jim Crockett's or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But like right now, you've got 20 years of Impact. That's mad, mate, when you think about it. Like, from what they've gone through.
Yeah. Impact, TNA.
Yeah,
Impact.
TNA.
But the entity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you've got NWA, which has recently resurged, which is doing well for itself. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of it myself.
Yeah. I don't like the. I don't know.
But it's doing well.
Yeah.
And Ring of Honor always did well. It was just always financially not like ECW.
Yeah.
Not doing well financially. But now they've got Tony Khan, they should be able to rectify that.
Yeah.
And then MLW, I'm always hearing good things about. I don't know too much about it, but
like back last year or maybe the year before this, we had these conversations and be like, oh, they should do this and they should do that, and it was like, well, who becomes the winner out of the whole situation? Like, or not who becomes the winner? How do we all become multiple winners? Like, I mean, like, there's always going to be a way of one person not taking enough revenue or one wrestler not happy or whatever, and it's going to get to the point where it's like, look, we just can't keep doing this. Like, you know? Where does the selfishness of like one wrestling promoter or owner or whatever literally going, oh, all right, well, I'll let all my wrestlers lose against your guys, like, do you know what I mean? It's never going to come to that, like, do you know what I mean?
No.
It's never gonna work. Like, one product has always got better promotion.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, having like MLW and having like ICW, I know it's a WWE affiliated, fuck Vince. I know that those could be like brought over and implemented and stuff like that, and it gives them a little bit of boost, but it does far more for AEW than it does anybody else. It's not like AEW can go over to ICW and get promotion. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's like the bigger company with the more money is always going to win.
Yeah.
Because money attracts money, and it's the way it'll always be. Like,
But at the same time, Tony Khan isn't doing like all the other promoters did back in the day. He's actually playing it fair. Like, most of the time he's got like these big guys are winning.
Yeah.
But some of the smaller guys are losing as well. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and he is doing it well, mate. But I just don't know how long.
I don't think it's going to be able to last.
I don't think it can, like.
No, it won't.
I think
eventually it's going to break down. I mean, the thing is, right, with Japan, it's a completely different entity. That is where the promotion suits both companies. Yeah. Everyone else.
Yeah, because they're a big company.
Yeah.
And they've got money to invest in it themselves.
Yeah.
You can't expect like one person to invest all the money and the other one to get all the outcome, right?
Yeah, well the thing is, like,
you're gonna want it the other way around as well.
We're big wrestling fans, but we're very still virginized to Japan wrestling.
Definitely, mate.
So then, like, doing this, you are gonna be exposed to a lot more. Myself as well. You're gonna be exposed to a lot more.
Yeah.
So it benefits them, and it all obviously benefits AEW being exposed because the Japan wrestlers, the Japan fans, are very. We watch our product.
Yeah.
That's
well, Okada said that he wants the the Japanese fans to adapt how AEW fans work,
Yeah.
where there's like a little bit more passion and like noise sort of thing, like, I mean, like, which in all fairness, it's probably never gonna happen because
No.
New Japan, they are what they are, like,
Yeah.
they
That's their society.
that's their society and that's their people, like, and I do like, now when I get like the Okada and Omega, that was an incredible match to
Yeah.
watch. The crowd were brilliant to listen to, do you know what I mean? Like, and they usually are.
Yeah.
Too much of it just bores me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it gets to a point where it's like, oh yeah, like, that was a great match, like, but then this match, it's like, oh hey, that was a great match. And it's like, I don't know, it just gets a bit much, like, it's
Yeah.
like American wrestling seems to have a good change up of stuff, like, do you know what I mean?
It's like my first exposure to it was via WWE. They did a Raw and it was fucking brilliant. They put on class wrestling, actually, because they had to, because it was in Japan. But like, you notice straight away the crowd, like, I mean, because it wasn't like Cena sucks, Cena rules. It was.
Yeah, that's why I'm not really too keen on. I'm not interested in like, oh well, you might like that Japanese wrestling a bit more. I won't.
Yeah.
I've watched a bit of it, don't like it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I don't like it, I'm just not keen on too much of it. Like,
No,
I don't want to watch that. I watch what I want to watch.
I had watch. It's like when I've watched independent wrestling. Love going to see these independent shows live and all that.
Yeah.
Trying to watch it on TV because the recording is so awful.
Yeah.
Or the commentator, even the microphones are.
Yeah. It's,
No,
it's not
can't listen to it. Can't watch
No.
it. You're ruining my experience.
good. No, exactly. But anyway, I think that's all we had for the pay-per-view that we were talking about 20 minutes ago. Forbidden Door, overall, pretty decent show. Fizzled out at the end for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Some of the bigger matches that were expected weren't as big.
Yeah, but the matches that weren't as big were. You know what I mean?
Alright?
Yeah, I thought so.
So how can they be big and not big at the same time?
You know, what I'm saying is some of the matches that were not as hyped.
Yeah. Oh,
And
we're
the-
better.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I've got.
That's what
My
we've
name's
got.
Big Z.
I've been Dorsey. This
We've been
is
amazing.
Forbidden Door.
TV ran out in the end.
The Rainmaker's back.
We didn't have 50p to put in the meter, so yeah, it's gone. So yeah, Real Wrestling Show.
Dashboard.
We have got many videos.
Check them all out.
Greenhouse, Merchandise Memoirs.
Backstage banter. Live events. A lot more live events coming soon.
Yes, WW what? No, what E. But not for me, only for that motherfucker. Thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, thank you everyone who's helped us do the blog. Please like, subscribe and share to any wrestling fans who you might know if you have come across this. And catch you next week.
Peace.